Hello, welcome to my channel and this week's yoga class. So after the festivities of Christmas, today we're going to be looking at a gentle restorative yoga class. So everything we do today you can do with 1 or 2 blocks, but if you wanted to use blankets, pillows or bolsters, you can do. We're going to start quite simply in a child's pose. So we're going to come onto our knees. You want to take your knees as wide as the mat, feet together, trying to keep the hips on the feet where possible, and then bringing elbows and head to the mat. If you want to, you can place a block underneath the forehead to come down onto, or you can place the block underneath the bottom, or if you want to, you can place a bolster underneath you. Wherever you are, just come to resting down. Slow the breathing down and take 5 deep breaths. Really trying to inflate the upper body, opening up the back. And then as you exhale, really trying to squeeze all the air out. On your next in-breath, you're going to lift the head, and as you breathe out, we're just going to walk the hands over to the right. If you needed to, you can bring that block from the centre over to the right for underneath the head. And then as you feel comfortable, just release back down into your child's pose on the right side, and take 5 more deep breaths here. On your next in-breath, lifting the head. As you breathe out, walk back to centre. Just allow yourself to take a deep breath here for a moment, resetting. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, walk it over to the left. Again, each time you can move that block to where you need it, if you need it. And releasing back down on the left side now. Again, taking 5 deep breaths. Really trying to relax into the stretch and pose. On your next in-breath, lift the head up. As you breathe out, walk it back to centre. Again, taking 1 deep breath here just to reset. This time, as you inhale, lift a bit higher. We're going to take the left hand underneath, bringing it out and going into a twist. If you want to, you can bring that hand over. At this point, if this is a bit difficult, again, rather than bringing a block to the head, you can bring a block to the shoulder. And Just have the hand to the side. Again, it's totally up to you and what you feel is comfortable. If having the hand over the top is too much, you can just bring it to wherever feels comfortable. Coming up on the fingertips. Again, 5 deep breaths here. Should be feeling a stretch through that upper back on the left. Bit of a twist as well. Keep trying to rotate that chest high. On the next in breath, lifting high, coming back to a child's pose. Just breathing out. Again, taking a deep breath to reset. Breathing in again, coming high. This time taking the right arm underneath and through. Left arm over the top. Twisting the chest towards the ceiling. Coming up on those fingertips on the left hand. Take 5 deep breaths here. Feeling that stretch through that upper back. Keep spiraling that chest open as best you can. On our next in breath, lift it high, bring the hand back and breathing out. Again, one final deep breath here to reset yourself. We're going to bring the weight through onto the forearms. Bring the hips down to the mat, feet wide. We're going to take a Sphinx pose. So to make it restorative, you want to make sure that the elbows are underneath the shoulders. The feet are nice and wide and comfortable. And that you're not lifting the head too high. You just want to keep it neutral. We're going to close the eyes here. Trying to draw the shoulder blades back and together. Breathing deeply. Just relaxing everything that's already been working hard. Trying to keep that breath steady. On your next out breath, release it slowly to the floor. Bring the hands together and just resting the head gently. Just totally relaxing now onto the mat. take a few deep breaths here. Just remember that whenever you have your head one way, to take a few deep breaths in the other direction as well. We're going to make our way up and back to a seated position. Again, if you need to, you can take 2 blocks. We're going to bring the feet together and you can just place them underneath the knees, wherever is comfortable for you. We're going to take a deep breath in, really lift the chest high. And we're just going to stay here, eyes closed, breathing deeply. You can take this to a fold if you would like to, but try to keep the back as straight as possible. Just letting the blocks support the legs if you need them. If you don't need the blocks underneath the legs, you could always bring them, or at least one of them, in, or even 2, whatever you need to support the head. Just resting gently wherever you feel comfortable. Again, slowing down the breathing, just allowing the body to relax. On your next in-breath, we're just going to gently bring yourself up. Move any blocks temporarily out of the way and take the right leg long and just bring that left leg in a little closer. You're going to flex the right toes. Big breath in, stretch tall, and as you breathe out, we're just going to fold forwards over this leg. So again, if you need to or you want to, you can bring in blocks to lean on, or a bolster, or you can just come into a gentle relaxation. Bring the hands, palms facing up by the sides, just letting the head feel heavy, slowing down the breathing, just allowing everything to stretch and relax. On your next in-breath, just walking yourself back up. And we're going to change legs. So taking that left leg out, right leg back in, flexing the left foot, breathing in, stretch tall, breathing out, folding over that leg. So again, you could bring the blocks in to lean on, or you could just bring the arms, palms facing up, either side of the leg, and just allow yourself to relax into the stretch. Head feeling heavy, closing the eyes, slowing down the breathing, and relaxing into the stretch and the pose. On your next in-breath, just walk yourself back up. We're going to go into our final pose. We're going to take a block. We're going to lay it sideways near the head of the mat. We're going to come to a lying position over the top of the block, trying to make it even underneath the shoulder blades. We're then going to bring our second block in underneath the head. We're going to let the arms come by the sides, palms facing up, stretching through the shoulders, the fronts of the shoulders. Just going to relax into this pose. Slow down the breathing, closing the eyes. Just allowing your body to totally relax here. If this feels a little bit too intense on shoulders, you can always bring it down by just having a rolled up blanket underneath the shoulders instead. If your legs feel at all uncomfortable, again you can put a rolled up blanket or bolster or something underneath the knees. Wherever you are, again just totally relaxing into the pose. we're going to begin to bring the awareness back into the body, but staying relaxed as possible. We're going to remove the block from underneath the head, and then remove the block from underneath the back. We're going to come to the floor in a comfortable position, and we're going to go into a full savasana. So palms facing up, shoulders relaxed, head and neck relaxed on the mat. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your toes and your feet. And as you breathe out, let all the tension melt away. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your knees and your legs. And as you breathe out, let all the tension melt away. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your hips, your lower back and your stomach. And as you breathe out, let all the tension melt away. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your fingers and your hands. And as you breathe out, let all the tension melt away. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your chest and your shoulders. And as you breathe out, let all the tension melt away. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your elbows and your arms. And as you breathe out, let all the tension melt away. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your neck, your face and your head. And as you breathe out, let the last of the tension leave your body. Allow yourself to become completely relaxed on your mat. On your next in-breath, just begin to give your fingers and toes a wriggle. Just starting to wake the body back up. You're going to move the feet together and take the hands and arms up over the top of the head and really stretch all the way from the fingers to the toes. As you feel ready, you're going to roll onto your side. You can use your arm as a pillow. And we'll take a few more deep breaths here. Begin to push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. You can add a block underneath the sitting bones if that feels comfortable. We're going to bring the hands to prayer at heart center and take 3 final deep breaths to lock in our practice. We're going to drop the hands in the lap, the chin to the chest, open the eyes, and we're all done. Feel free to take a longer Savasana here if you feel you need it. But thank you very much for joining me today, and I hope to see you again next week.